Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This video is a little bit late. I like to put my adventures with Plastic Crack out on Friday, but I had too much going on, and this is actually my second attempt at this video because I had my hand over the mic input and it kept cutting in and out, and after the third time I'm like, I can't fix this. So I took everything out again, and I'm going again. So these are regular sized dolls. This is the 2015 Fashionista Barbie. I've added a earring magic jacket here. And let me move this up just a little bit. There we go. So she uses the Millie head mold. I found out that that's what it's called when I got the 8-inch styling head. It was carved into the back of her head in between the lines of hair. But it also, if you go on the website and look at the collector dolls, they use a collector version of the mold, which is, the features are a little tiny bit smaller, I think. But this is called Millie because Barbie's middle name is Millicent. And this head mold came out in 2002 for the 2002 Barbie, and I think it was pink and silver dress. It was the black Barbie. And in 2004 she got a name, Desirée, in the Fashion Fever line. And then I think it was around 2006 maybe, somewhere in that same era, she became Nikki. So most people know her as Nikki, but I call her Desirée because that's what the head mold is for me. This is she's very light-skinned. She's got freckles here. I think this is the only one of her I have in the 11.5-inch size. So these two are fashionistas from the same series, 2015. And then this over here is my 2005 Cali Girl Summer, and she's wearing the entire ensemble from Capricorn Barbie because that doll I did not like, and Summer looks friggin' gorgeous. So right around 2009, I think, 2008, 2009, the Summer head mold was used for Teresa dolls. So most people know her as Teresa, but I still call all the dolls with this face Summer. Because I know her as Summer. This doll used to smell like coconut, but she's like 16 years old now, so she lost her flavor. But I'm gonna get to the other dolls. So let me try to scroll these with the camera still on the stand. So here are my two 28-inch dolls. Barbie Best Fashion Friend, and that's probably not going to be in focus, but let me make a feeble attempt here. That's pretty good. So you can see that there's the Summer head mold and the Desirée head mold, and presumably, even though it's not written on the boxes, it's supposed to be Teresa and Nikki. So let me do a panning shot down here. You can see, because they won't fit in the screen at the same time. So they're 28 inches tall. They have hard plastic legs. Just set this down so I can point at their legs. Make sure that's kind of in focus. So this is an older version. I think she's 2016 or 17. And she's got these hard plastic bows molded onto her shoes, which are molded and painted on. To have this stocking down here, it's just a different piece that's glued on. So she has legs, she has straight hip joints, and I'll show those in a minute. So her legs only go up and down, and she has a solid plastic body, and she has rubbery arms that are straight. It's a little bit gross, and I'll show that in a minute too when I can use both of my hands. This doll, the Nikki one, she's a year or two later. So somewhere in the like 2017, 2018 range. And she has hard plastic jointed arms, kind of like a Monster High or an Ever After High. There. You can see that I just bent her wrist in. So she has the jointed arms, and her legs are a little different. So let me bring this down again. I think her legs might be a little bit slimmer, actually. But she's got little open toe platform heels, like platform wedges. She doesn't have that obnoxious bow on there. And her legs actually have a joint that allows them to come out just a little bit. And they're about equal in difficulty to pose. But it's nice that they have the hard plastic legs and the molded on shoes because it enables them to stand on their own. They can be a little bit rickety. I had them on my table over in the other part of my room, and the shim came out and they went toppling onto the floor. So as long as they're on a level surface, they'll stand up just fine for years on end. So let me get over here and let me put these down on the table. And then I'll bring the camera in. Because I want to show the hip joints a little better. Okay. I may just have to move the camera. I think I had my hand in front of the microphone again. I'm just going to move the camera so this can be seen. And really try not to get my hands anywhere near those audio holes. So you can see that there's a joint here, and that enables her legs to go out at like a really small angle, and then she has the fully 90-degree sitting action. This one is hard to see because I've got those hose sewn on, but if you can see inside the lace, you can see that there's like a flatter section of her body, like an original Barbie would have. And then her legs only go up and down. They will go all the way, it's just that the stockings have kind of a low crotch. So I'm gonna put that back. But they will both sit up, and I'm gonna make them sit up. So let me put the camera back on the stand. Seated so that they're easier to see. Okay. All right. So I said I was going to show the rubbery arms. Just get her face in the frame too. Sorry, I know I'm moving the camera a lot. Also because my stand has like a loose thing. So maybe the arm. Kind of rubbery. The hands that came with, the hands that came with my Totally Hair Barbie styling head were kind of gross and rubbery like this, only they were hollow. These are solid. There's no wire or anything. But these posable arms are really nice. Let me get the other styling head. How much time have I got? Okay, I still have 10 minutes. Alright, so these dolls are made by Just Play, the 28-inch ones, as well as the styling head. And I don't know if it's a separate company or if it's a subsidiary of Mattel. This one, I've trimmed her eyelashes. They were way too long. Nikki, I haven't trimmed her eyelashes yet, and I might still do that, I'm not sure. I'm intending on redoing her with a mod fashion from about 1972. I just haven't gotten the materials yet. But her original party dress is quite nice. She had like a pink and sparkly party dress. And I've redressed this Summer / Teresa in a large version that I made of Francie's Tenterific outfit. So you see the stockings and the little baby doll dress. I didn't like the bonnet, so I didn't make her a bonnet. Just have this like giant bow. This antique sheet that I used for this doesn't have any blue in it, so I just put a little blue flower on her neck to kind of represent that. And her handbag, this is the one that she came with, and I just use it as a kind of a frame because it fits on their hands, easy to hold on to. And this is the one that I made that's like the Tenterific handbag. So she has that outfit. And I'm going to put a slide of Tenterific on here, for like the image from the Mattel website, just so you can see what it entailed. But it's basically this. And then, I don't know if you saw when I was moving her, but these have a swivel head. The head swivels a little bit. And their head is really hard vinyl. It's not squishy like older styling heads or like the smaller dolls. And then the 28-inch doll by Just Play uses the exact same head as the 8-inch styling head here. So the base, the heads are 4 inches tall, and then the base is another 4 inches, and this base works with the swivel head as well. And the larger styling heads that are 12 inches tall, it would be roughly a 40-inch doll. They also have swivel heads. So the heads are about this tall, and then the heads swivel. Now, I don't have the Asian doll in this. She came out after I got these, like a year or two after I got these. And when I first bought one of the large styling heads of her, she was called Olivia. So the Asian doll in this, for me, I know her as Olivia. And I was going to get one, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. And there's another face now instead of this for Nikki that's called, the collector version is called Daya. And she's got a really beautiful face. I have her in the 12-inch too, but I don't have her in this size. So there's a couple of new faces that I haven't gotten yet. But this one is the Barbie one, the Millie head mold. And you can see I have her on the styling head, which I've redone. But the base is just fairly cheap hollow plastic. It's just like a frame of the shoulders, and then it has like a little bustier painted on, and usually some kind of a pink necklace that varies from year to year. These ones, interestingly enough, these heads are exactly the same size as the Arco styling head that came out for 1989. So if I could put her in here, put her sideways, you can see that the head is the same size. There we go. About 4 inches tall. But her neck is partly attached to her head, whereas these have a fully swivel head, and hers only turns on an angle like the original twist and turn waists would. Okay. So my Totally Hair Barbie styling head isn't original. I've redone her a little bit too. So I just wanted to show these 28-inch dolls. They're actually really nice, and it's kind of a fun size to work with because working with the smaller dolls, let me put them next to their respective larger versions. Summer, and Barbie with her larger self. These like fake fashionista model muse type bodies don't work that well on the stands. Alright, so we can see the increase in size. So I have a 17-inch, and I should probably go get her. I used to have an 18-inch Pocahontas, and I want to get a supersized Barbie because it was the same body. I have, she's kind of dusty. This is the Enchanted Hair Kingdom 17-inch black Barbie. She uses a version of the Asha head mold from 1991. So they had one of the Millie Barbie head mold in this size, but I didn't get her yet. So this one I'm going to redo. She's still in progress. And it's you can see that her head is a little bit smaller. So you have the 11.5-inch, 17-inch, and then this 28-inch size. And I used to not like having my dolls different sizes, but now I'm kind of intrigued by the differences in scale. So can stay tuned to my adventures with Plastic Crack, because I will eventually be redoing Nikki / Desirée over here, if I can get her in focus. So I'll eventually be redoing her. She's going to be wearing sort of like tan and gray and red. And I might redo her makeup and hair. I have ideas, but I'm not quite sure yet. And then she'd be wearing boots. I have more dolls that I've customized in my doll customization playlist, and that link should be underneath the video. And then also, if you go to through my link tree to the DeviantArt, let me move it over to my sign here. If you go through my link tree, let me try to zoom in here. There we go. If you go through my link tree, and you go to if you go through my link tree and you go to DeviantArt, and in the tab in the top of my page, you should say Gallery. And you go to the gallery, and then one of the gallery folders is the doll customization. So you can subscribe to stay tuned for more in my Adventures with Plastic Crack playlist. I have other videos. A lot of them are going to be tarot. I have some art videos. I have some doll art videos, at least one or two. And I've got 3 cases coming for my loose dolls that someone gave me last November. So I finally got a little bit of cash. So I got 3 cases, and I'll be tearing them apart and cleaning them and prepping them to put the dolls in. And then, yeah, so that's coming. And then the list of tarot readings that I offer is down below. And then you can see more art and merch and things there. Also on Etsy, I have 2 different things that are spare doll parts. So I have a 1988 Barbie dinner date fashion, and then I have a 1998 or 97, might be 98, Mackie head mold, illusion Barbie head. So she's got a closed mouth face, she's got high makeup, and she's got black curly hair that's still in its original net. But I took out her earrings and I stole her body, so it's just a head that you can use to customize, and then that extra fashion, and then stuffed animals and foam lotuses and other stuff over there. And there's a coupon code, so if you get 3 or more items you get a discount, and if you go through the link tree, the code should come in at the top of the page. If you'd like to help keep this channel running, you can donate PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, and then if you want stuff for a donation, I have all these things available. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.